New covenant did not come with false prophet Jesus. Not disproves the Old Testament and New Testament doctrine. There's only the everlasting covenant and the covenant of peace, tradition to the everlasting covenant. All right, right here, New Testament, New Covenant. Okay, that's one is the false book they put into the they added to the. This right here says a spiritual relationship, God mediated by Jesus Christ, characterized by God's law being written, believers' hearts, forgiveness. Okay, ain't even gonna read all this. They believe the mediator is Jesus Christ, mediator of the new covenant. They replaced the old covenant. The old covenant shouldn't even be called that. It's supposed to be called the everlasting covenant because that's what it was always called, everlasting covenant. Right? Everlasting means forever. There's no old covenant. It's everlasting covenant. That's what it's called. Right? So this where they got took it from the heart thing, like talking about the new hearts. They got it from. They got it from Ezekiel 11, Ezekiel 36. Right? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and read what Paul said first. Let's go ahead and cut him up. Okay. 2 Corinthians 3 and 6. Who also have made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but the spirit, for the letter killeth, but the spirit giveth life. Nigga Paul just said, the everlasting covenant that the Most High made with the children of Israel upon Mount Sinai killeth. But he says the covenant brought by Jesus giveth life. That's what Paul just said. So I just rephrased what he just said, but that's what he said. All right. Romans 7 and 6. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead wherein we were held, that we should serve in newness of spirit, not in the oldness of the letter. So don't go by the old ways. Go by this new way, which is the way through Jesus. That's what Paul just said. Get whatever the Most High told you, the everlasting covenant. Follow Jesus now. Follow Jesus' way. Jesus is the new way. That's what Paul is saying. Right? He's basically trying to say the everlasting covenant done away with. Matter of fact, what people don't know is in the so-called New Testament of the Bible, right? James did not believe when Paul believed in. James got on that nigga Paul. You see what I'm saying? Because Paul was talking reckless, saying something contrary to what the law said. James believed in the law. Even though he believed in Jesus, he believed in the law. He believed in keeping the law. All right? James was supposed to be the what? The brother of Jesus, right? Paul was teaching something totally different, and about James told that nigga do the Nazarite law or something like that. All right? You know what I'm saying? So the New Testament is, even in the so-called New Testament of the Bible, there is problems, okay? The people did not believe in the same thing. So according to the Catholic Church and Christianity, they tell you James and Paul was on the same accord. No, they was not. Paul believed in something totally different from what James believed. And matter of fact, Paul wasn't even of the 12 disciples. You cannot replace because it was another disciple that replaced the Judas. Okay, you see what I'm saying? And how is Paul? I'm saying the book is the New Testament is false anyway. I mean the New Testament book is false anyway. So I ain't even going. I'm doing a different video on that. I'm gonna break it down. Let's go ahead and read Ezekiel 11. Let me read this first. New covenant equals new spirit after the last war and second Exodus. All right. So after the last war, which is the Valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, the second Exodus is going to be right after that. Going to gather all the children of Israel from the four corners of the earth. Okay. All right, so let's read Ezekiel 11 and 17. Therefore say, thus said the Lord God, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you. I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, give them a heart of flesh, amen. That they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinances, do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God. But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, said God. All right? New covenant equals dwelling in the land and cleansed of all iniquities after the second Exodus. All right? Ezekiel 36 and 26, a new heart also will I give you. New spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. And I put my spirit within you, cause you to walk in my statutes and to keep my judgments. And you shall dwell in the land that I gave your fathers, and you shall be my people. And I will be your God. And I will save you from all your uncleanness, and I will call for the corn, and I will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. All right. This has not happened yet. So when he's talking about this new heart and when they talking about Paul and them, all them disciples, all them niggas that was on that bull, right? New heart comes, right? When the new heart comes, there'll be no more famine on the children of Israel. You go look at Africa, people still in famine. Look over here in America, a lot of us in famine. You know what I'm saying? It's famine still on us, on the children of Israel. Famine. You go to Australia, famine still over there. Upon the Israelites over there, the Aboriginal Australians. You look, it's famine still on the children of Israel. So the new heart has not come on the children of Israel yet. Right? Matter of fact, Ezekiel 36 and 24. I'll take you from among the heathen and gather you from all countries and will bring you into your own land. Then I'll sprinkle clean water upon you, and you shall be clean from all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Right? You know what I'm saying? The new covenant comes after the second Exodus. When Jesus came, was that the second Exodus? No. Okay. Jesus was a false deity, false prophet, false God. All the above. Nigga was false. Right? Like that. All right. Lord of hosts, Most High, is who gave the everlasting covenant upon Mount Sinai and who will establish a new covenant with the house of Israel. Ain't no false testament mentioned nowhere. All right. Jeremiah 31. Behold, the days come, said the Lord. I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers and the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. My covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, said the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I put my law into their inward parts and write in their hearts and will be their God. They shall be my people. I teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. They all shall know me. Least of them to the greatest of them, said the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity. I will remember their sin no more. All right. Watch this though. Thus said the Lord, give it a sign for the light by day, ordinance of the moon, and of the stars for the light by night. God of the sea, waves thereof roar. Lord of hosts is his name. Lord of hosts is his name. The Most High, Yah. You know what I'm saying? Yah. That's who gave the covenant to the children of Israel, the everlasting covenant to the children of Israel upon Mount Sinai. That's the same one who's going to give us the new covenant, which is in addition to the everlasting covenant. Most High, Yah. It's not no Jesus. Okay? Jesus got nothing to do with none of this. Right? Nigga's a false God. I'm trying to wake y'all up. Right? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you when the new covenant gonna come. Okay? Now, you tie this Ezekiel 37. You even go to Ezekiel 34. All right? Read this right here. The Most High will make Israel one nation after the Most High resurrects King David and after he uses him to smite the earth after Jacob's trouble. King David is the prince, king, and shepherd of Israel. All right? All right, we ain't gonna read all this. Matter of fact, read all that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do it. D37:21. And they say unto them, thus said the Lord, God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them from on every side and bring them into their own land. And I'll make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king all. And shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Neither shall they divide themselves anymore with their idols, or with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and I will cleanse them. So they shall be my people, and I will be their God. David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall also have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given them to my servant, Jacob my servant. Right? Wherein your fathers have dwelt, and shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I'll make a covenant of peace with them, and shall be an everlasting covenant with them. And I will place them and then multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them evermore. After the second Exodus, you see clearly when Most High raised up David, after he used David to smite the earth, and when he gathered all the children from the four corners of the earth, which is the second Exodus, Then the new covenant comes. Okay, the covenant of peace, the new covenant. Okay, read in Jeremiah 31, the new covenant. So it comes. It got something to do with David again. You know what I'm saying? It got something to do with David. We see David. No. So new covenant is it ain't nowhere near here yet. Near here yet. All right. New covenant's coming when David comes. Okay. But say right here, say when we ain't no more two nations, no more two kingdoms. Have one king, one shepherd, one prince. What that is, King David. All right. King David comes. That's when the new covenant coming. Matter of fact, I got another verse, another scripture. Next upcoming slides. Show you. All right. But look at this right here. Let's read this. Shepherd is King David. He is the one standing and feeding in Micah 5. Right? Ezekiel 34 and 22. Therefore, what I say my flock, and they shall no more be a prey. I will judge between cattle and cattle, and I will set up one shepherd over them, shall feed them. Even my servant David, he shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. I, the Lord, will be their God, and my servant David, a prince among them. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So you see it right here again in Ezekiel 34. Ezekiel 37, you see the same thing again. All right, you're going to make them one flock, one stick. All right. One shepherd over them. All right. Basically, one people again. Okay. David gonna be king over them, the prince, king, and shepherd. All right. So right here, says new covenant comes at the same time King David begins feeding the flock after the Israelites take over the whole world, which means Jesus is alive. Ezekiel 34:25, and I'll make with them a covenant of peace and will cause the evil beast to cease out of the land, dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep. All right. Now, if Jesus was the Messiah, this supposed to happen with him. All right. He's David? No. You see what I'm saying? He's not David. So when David comes, that's when all this covenant of peace, when people gonna dwell in the wilderness and sleep in the woods, that's when they're coming. That's when the animals is gonna eat straw, like the lion gonna eat straw with the what they say, eat straw with the lamb or something like that. And none of this happening yet. So Jesus already lying. You see what I'm saying? He's already been found out to be a liar. Just off of this right here. David will be resurrected before the time of Jacob's trouble and will get smitten. When he is smitten, Jacob's trouble begins. King David will not prevail over the heathen until the time she travailed brought forth. So Jacob's trouble brought forth the remedy. 1/3. Michael 5:1. Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops. Ye have laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge Israel with the rod upon the cheek. But thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me that is be ruling Israel, whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting. Therefore he give them up, to the time that she which travaileth have brought forth. And the remnant of his brethren shall return unto the truth. All right. So, daughter of troops equals Israel, and judge Israel equals King David. All right. To the time that she which travaileth have brought forth, after 2/3 is cut off, and you can read Zechariah 9. All right. Now look, after the Valley of Jehoshaphat war, okay, Zechariah 9, Joel 3. King David will stand and feed the flock and be great unto the ends of the earth. Okay. Michael 5:4. Shall stand and feed in the strength of the Lord, majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they shall abide. For now he shall be great to the ends of the earth. Now, listen to this. We're going to see this again. Now he shall be great to the ends of the earth. Talking about David. See right here. David's going to be the prince, king, and shepherd. In Ezekiel 37, 34. Prince, king, and shepherd. Only one prince, king, and shepherd going to be over Israel, and that's King David. They're going to be great ends of the earth. David, right? They're going to be great to the ends of the earth. They said Jesus? No. Talking about David. All right. We're going to here. So covenant of peace. We're going to come through this. 34, 25, and 31, and I'll make them a new covenant. Make with them a covenant of peace, and cause the evil beasts out of the land. Go safely in the wilderness, and they shall no more be a prey to the heathen. All right, context: David to set up a shepherd. Goat safety, abundance, no more oppression. Identical to Jeremiah 31's peace security under the new covenant. All right, Ezekiel 37, 28. Or I will make a covenant of peace with them, and it shall be everlasting covenant with them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. Such as David was resurrected and ruling. Sanctuary equals third temple. Covenant brings everlasting peace and presence of Yahweh among Israel. Isaiah 54, 9-10. But this is the waters of Noah unto me. For the mountains shall depart and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee. Neither shall the covenant of my peace be to the Lord. What says Yahweh, that have mercy on thee. Mercy on thee. Same language, covenant of my peace. Ties to Jerusalem being rebuilt and called righteous. Right? shows it's an eternal covenant after judgment and restoration. All right. Isaiah 55, 3 to 4. Incline your ear and come unto me, and I'll make an everlasting covenant with you. Sure mercies of David. Everlasting covenant, covenant of peace. Covenant is rooted in David's rulership and mercy, not a replacement. Further proves that new covenant is a Davidic restoration covenant, not a church covenant. Zechariah 9, 9 through 11. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. Shall speak peace unto the nations. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant, have I sent for the prisoners out of the pit. Unto the righteous king bringing peace. By the blood of thy covenant, covenant of peace, not Jesus' blood. This predates that. All right. Verse 10 shows the world peace and Israel dominion ever fulfilled in the New Testament era. Micah 2, 4 through 6. My covenant was with him of life and peace. I gave to him for the fear wherewith he feared me. Speaking of Levi, but the pattern mirrors the eternal priestly order in Ezekiel 44. The sons of Zadok served during David's rule. This ties to covenant of peace of both the Levitical restorations of the, all right? Numbers 25, 11 to 13. Behold, I give him my covenant of peace, even covenant of everlasting priesthood. Spoken to Phineas, ancestor of the Zadok priest, Zadokite priest. This covenant continues into the Messianic age, Ezekiel 44, 15 through 16. Okay? Remember on another video, I showed you the temple, Jerusalem. Zadokites, they're going to be sacrificing on animal sacrifice in the temple. Altar, they're going to be doing an altar and stuff. Animal sacrifices. Jesus didn't do away with nothing. All right. So the covenant of peace has two sides: Davidic kingship, Zadokite priesthood. Both will be reestablished in the times. Isaiah 61, 8 through 9. I will make an everlasting covenant with them. He shall be known among the nations. Occurs after Israel's restoration and exaltation. Same language as 37's everlasting covenant. All right. Isaiah 2, 18 to 20. And that day I'll make a covenant with them with the beasts of the field, and I'll break the bow, pour in the battle out of the earth, and I'll make them lie down safely. Again, peace, safety, and Israel being married to Yahweh forever. I will betroth thee unto faithfulness. Period. Covenant. All right. So, covenant of peace. See it right here. 34, 37. Covenant of my peace. Isaiah 54. Isaiah 55. Everlasting covenant. Mercies of David. Okay. Zechariah 9. Blood of thy covenant. Okay. Talking about the everlasting covenant he made with us upon Mount Sinai. Isaiah 2. Covenant with beasts. All right. Number 25. Covenant of peace. All right. On Phineas and priesthood. All right. Malachi 2, covenant of life and peace. All right, Levi and Zadok, talking to the Levites, the Levitical. All right, breakable conclusion. Every prophet who mentions covenant of peace, everlasting covenant, blood of thy covenant, places it after Israel's regathering and under David's rule. It is never spiritualized or applied to a foreign Messiah or first century event. Therefore, the new covenant or covenant of peace equals the new covenant, covenant of peace, everlasting covenant, mercies of David, all belong to the future kingdom under King David. Right? Now, this is the one that really got to me right. Isaiah 55, 3 through 4. Vedic key. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live. I will make an everlasting covenant with you. Even the sure mercies of David. Now, even the sure mercies of David. Listen closely. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and commander to the people. So, right here, when the new covenant comes, David's going to be a witness, leader, and commander to the people. Then we just see Ezekiel 34 and Ezekiel 37, it's going to be prince, king, and shepherd. Look right here, it's saying he's going to be a witness, leader, and commander. This is talking about future now. So he's going to be a witness, leader, and commander to the people. This is David is the Messiah, right? The covenant itself, verse 3, especially says, I'll make an everlasting covenant with you in the sure mercies of David. That means the everlasting covenant, same as the covenant of peace / new covenant, is literally based on the mercies and promises given to David, not anyone else. Therefore, the new covenant is Davidic, not Christian. Witness, leader, and commander. Verse 4 is often ignored, but it's proof text. Behold, I've given him for a witness to the people, leader, and commander to the people. Who is the him? The previous verse already identified the subject, David. Means Yahweh himself says, I have given David to be a witness, the leader and commander of the nation. Okay, so witness speaks the truth on behalf of Yahweh. Compared with Isaiah 43:10. You got my witnesses. Leader, the one who guides Israel into the everlasting covenant. Commander, the king who rules and establishes divine law. All three are messianic offices. On, David himself is the Messiah foretold to return. All right. Support improves. 34:23-24. My servant David shall be their shepherd and prince forever. Same leader and commander language. 37:24-26. David my servant shall be king, and I will make a covenant of peace with him. All right, links David with the everlasting covenant. Around 30:9. They shall serve Yahweh their God and David their king, whom I raise up unto them. David equals raised up Messiah figure. Hosea 3:5. Afterward shall the children of Israel seek Yahweh their God and David their king. After captivity, same era as Isaiah 55. Okay? Saying David is the one. He's not bringing new covenant. The Most High bring new covenant, but the new covenant is coming alongside King David. Right? See King David come, new covenant about ready to come. So we know new covenant coming. When David come, new covenant coming. That's all you got to know. King David shows up, new covenant about ready to come. All right? That means King David finna smite the earth. Most High gonna use King David to smite the earth, and then the Most High gonna do the second Exodus. All Israel gonna come back to the land, go to the wilderness, go to the land, and boom, covenant. All right. What this means? The everlasting / new covenant is made through David, not someone like David. David himself is resurrected and appointed as the Messiah, King, witness, and commander over Israel. This unites the covenant of peace, Ezekiel 37, the everlasting covenant, Isaiah 55, and the new covenant, Jeremiah 31, into one Davidic covenant. All post-exile, post-scattering, the era of restoration. All right. Now, so we got a lot to cover right here. So, look, King David will have the world dominion. You can compare with Psalms 89. All right. So we're going to look at Psalms 89 in a second. So, world dominion. All right. So now, going to start on the verse, Micah 5:4. And he shall stand and feed in the shelter of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and they shall abide, for now shall he be great. Now, remember we tied this to Ezekiel 34 or Ezekiel 37. One of them and said he's gonna feed the flock. David's gonna feed this flock. So David's gonna be the one feeding. But right here, you know who it is. It's Michael 5 who was talking about. It's talking about David, because David is the only one feeding. David is shepherd. He said he's gonna feed. Ezekiel 34, I think. That David's gonna feed. David has to be the one right here feeding the flock right here. That he shall feed, he shall stand and feed in the strength of the Lord, in the majesty of the name of the Lord his God, and he shall abide. Now, look what it says right here. David, praise to my David, now shall he be great unto the ends of the earth. Now, listen to this. But now he shall be great to the ends of the earth. Now let's read this again. In Zechariah 9. So we're gonna go ahead and read this first. Zechariah 9:9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, the king cometh unto he is just and having salvation, lowly and riding upon the ass, upon the coat of the fowl of an ass. And I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim, the horse from Jerusalem, and the battle bow shall be cut off. Shall speak peace to the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea, even to river, even to the ends of the earth. Yeah, from the river to the ends of the earth. All right. So look, it said right here, Michael 5. For now he shall be great to the ends of the earth. He shall be great to the ends of the earth, right? Like right 9, right where it says, and he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and men shall be from even to sea, from the river, even to the ends of the earth. All right, watch this again. We're gonna see it again. That. All right, here you go. Psalms 89. Let's go ahead and read this verse. We're gonna read Psalms 89 real quick. Then I spake in the vision to thy Holy One, and says, I have laid help upon one that is mighty. I have exalted one chosen out of the people. I have exalted one chosen out of the people. Okay. He saw one chosen. Now see who it is. I have found David my servant. With my holy oil have I anointed him. Whom my hand shall be established, my arm also shall strengthen him. The enemy shall not exact upon him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. And I will beat down his foes before his face, and plague them that hate him. My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him, and in my name shall his horn be exalted. I'll set his hand also in the sea, right hand in the rivers. Hold on now, we just read this again. Read it right here, Michael 5:4. For now shall he be great to the ends of the earth. Zechariah 9:10, it says that he shall be speaking peace unto the from river to the ends of the earth. Again, right here in the Psalms 89, verse 25, it says, I will set his hand also in his sea, his right hand in the rivers. It says right here, it says David gonna have worldwide dominion. Psalms 89 is clear as day. It's telling you, hand shall also be in the sea, right hand in the river. So David's gonna have worldwide dominion, right? So if David gonna have worldwide dominion, it has to be David over here. Michael 5. It has to be David. Like right now, it has to be David. David right here says he's gonna have worldwide dominion. His hand shall be in the sea, right hand in the rivers. Right? I'm gonna read it again. Let's read it one more time. Let's go to Psalm 72 real quick. Now let's read something. We're gonna read this first. Most High told King David that he shall be as the light of the morning. After he said that, he said that to no one else. All right. 2 Samuel 23 and 1. Now listen close to what Most High told King David. Now these were the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, man who raised up on high, the anointed of the God of Jacob. Sweet Psalmist of Israel said, Spirit of the Lord spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. And he shall be as the light of the morning. The sun riseth, even the morning without clouds, as the tender grass springing out of the earth, by clear shining after rain. Although my house be not so with God, yet have he made with me an everlasting covenant order in all things. And sure, for this is all my salvation and all my desire, although he make not the growth. All right? Now look right here, this is the key point. He that rule over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. And he shall be as the light of the morning, when the sun rises, even at the morning without clouds, as the tender grass springing out of the earth, by clear shining after rain. Now, this metaphor right here. Now, look closely. Psalm 72 and 1. Now, listen. Two individuals. Psalm 72. What it says? Give the king thy judgments, O God, and thy righteousness unto the king's son. Okay? King. Who is the king? Who is the king's son? King equals King David. King equals King David, all right? King's son equals King Solomon. All right. Now, who got the judgments? The king got the judgment. So King David has the judgment. Solomon has the righteousness. Okay. David asked God, the Most High, he asked him to give his son the righteousness. David has the judgments. Okay. And David said he wanted the judgments. All right. Now let's read verse 2. Psalm 72 and 2. He shall judge thy people with righteousness and the poor with judgment. Who? King. Not the son, not the king's son, the king. King is the one going to be judged, which is David, right? He shall judge thy people with righteousness, thy poor with judgment. Mountains shall bring peace to the people, and little hills by righteousness. He shall judge the poor of the people, shall save the children of the needy, shall break in pieces the oppressor. So is that the king's son doing that, or it's the king? King doing it. King David. King David gonna break in pieces the people. Psalms 2, Psalms 110 says David gonna be the one breaking the nations down. All right. So we're gonna read verse 5. All right. Now we're gonna skip down to verse 6. We're gonna go back and read all this. We're gonna skip down to verse 6. And shall come down like the rain upon the mown grass, as showers that water the earth. See the same similar like metaphor. 2 Samuel 23. Right? And then remember it says the last words, right? It's the last words. Then you go to Psalm 72, you go to the end of Psalm 72 and say these were the last words of David. It says something like that in Psalm 72. David is the one who said this. So David was saying, king, he said the king's son, which is his son Solomon. All right. He said, David saying he himself is gonna be the one breaking to pieces the oppressor. He said he gonna come down like the rain upon him on grass. Who the Most High told that to? He told that to David. Look. He that rule over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God, and he shall be as light in the morning when the sun rises, even the morning without clouds, as the tender grass springing out of the earth, by clear shining after rain. All right. David was told this. So right here, you see the italic print. I'm showing you same metaphor. It's in 2 Samuel 23. All right. And David was the one that it was talking about. Okay. Most High told David that. He didn't tell that to Solomon. He told that to none of David's sons. He told it to David himself. All right. So David is the one who's going to be like the mown grass, like rain upon mown grass. David's the one like that. All right. Let's go ahead and read all this real quick. Psalm 72, 1. Did the king thy judgments, O God, and thy righteousness unto the king's son. He shall judge thy people with righteousness, and thy poor with judgment. Mountains shall bring peace to the people, and little hills by the righteousness. He shall judge the poor of the people, and he shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. They shall fear thee as long as the sun and moon endure, by all generations. He shall come down like rain upon the mown grass, as the showers that water the earth. In his days shall the righteous flourish, abundance of peace so long as the moon endureth. He shall have dominion also from sea, from the river to the ends of the earth. We read it again. Read it again. He shall have dominion from sea to sea, even from the river unto the ends of the earth. Now, if we just tie Psalms, not Psalm, we tie Psalm 72 to 2 Samuel 23, right? We know it's David. You know Psalm 72 is talking about David, right? And you look over here, Psalms 89 said the same thing. His hand also in the sea and the right hand in the rivers. He shall have dominion from sea to sea and from the river to the ends of the earth. Zechariah 9 and 10, and he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and his dominion shall be from the sea, even from the river to the ends of the earth. And you read it in Micah 5 and 4. For now he be great to the ends of the earth. David. Tie all together, Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55 and 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, your soul shall live. I'll make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, leader and commander to the people. David is the prince, king, and shepherd of Israel, witness, leader, and commander to the people. David is the Messiah. David is going to be great to the ends of the earth. He's going to have dominion from sea to sea, river to the ends of the earth. Okay? King David is the one. All right? New covenant did not come with Jesus. New covenant is going to come alongside David. David's not bringing the new covenant. The Messiah bringing the new covenant. David, he's tied to the new covenant. All right? That, I'm going to say peace. I hope I got some understanding. Deuces.